I can't believe those forests have to be untapped. Wow. What a terrible card. What set was this from? It's gotta be like Alpha. Legends. Wood Elemental has long considered been the worst card in MTG. Should it be put in Magic Arena? A Reddit thread. Okay. Alrighty, chat. Welcome back. Today we're gonna test out some combo decks, starting with stock Neoform. Oh, Sephiroth's still here. I wonder if the bot's working. MTG bot. Hold up, chat. I can't find my camera. There it is. Hi, chat. Okay, let me see if the bot's working. We'll find out when we start. Okie dokie. Hey, Dingo, today I went 5-2 in the challenge with Mill. Are you proud of me? You were playing the best deck in the format, so I don't know how proud I can be of you. You gotta take the training wheels off at some point and play a difficult deck like Energy instead of an easy deck like Mill. Even a Mill hater can 5-0 with Mill. Not congrats to Trivias. Huge. Okay, chat. Bolts here, I gotta leave. We're gonna play some Neo Brand, and then we're gonna move over to Storm, and then we're gonna finish up today with a little bit Necro, because it's top 8 of the challenge. I haven't played Necro in a minute. So that's the plan. Also, don't forget, if you're on the YouTube stream, hey, drop a like for your boy. Cursed deck. All 3 of the decks that we're gonna play today are cursed. I was thinking about playing Belcher too, but you know. Yeah, I think you got scammed. I think you just got -$1. Hold up, it appears that nothing is working right now. Even the on-screen chat is not working. Type something in chat. Mono White Belcher's broken anyways. Paste. Alright, there we go. Now the on-screen chat's working. If you're wondering, hey Dingo, did you combine the YouTube and the Twitch chat yet? You should know the answer to that. Of course not. Chat, YouTube, it's Tech Time. It's time for a little bit of stock Neo Brand. This is a deck that we played before and we did pretty okay with, but I wanted to run it back and try it again. Let's make this a little smaller so everything fits on the screen. Okay. So we got 7 packs. We got 3 copies of Pact Negation and 4 Summoners Pact. And if you're wondering, well, how do you possibly pay for this? Well, you got 4 copies of Consign Memory, so you can actually consign the trigger of the Pact of Negation or the Summoner's Pact. Or you could just kill your opponent outright if you get Xenagos plus Galta, because that's 26 damage coming across if you Neoform into it. And then we got 1 copy of Preordain as a little bit of card selection, a couple copies of Veil Summer in the main deck to stop main deck counter magic, 4 copies of Neoform, of course, 4 Eldritch Evolution to sack your Outsource Rider and turn it into a Galta or Gristlebrand or Atraxa, your Rennie, whatever you need at the particular moment. And you got 4 copies of Planar Genesis to help you ramp a little bit, or you could just get a instant speed card selection, and it pitches to Outsource Rider, which is super nice. Other than that, we got the Xenagos for combo killing with the Galta that you just put into play from your hand. You got the Gristlebrand to draw your Consigna Memory for when you can't go for the kill. You're Rennie against the white-black decks because they have a lot of Solitudes, so you just bring this out against the Solitude decks and they can't possibly kill it. Atraxa is a little bit more niche. If you have a Hooting Mandrills, they can go get Atraxa with a Neoform. You can't get anything else, so Atraxa serves that purpose. The Riders, which you can turn into anything. Disciples, which you can put in your hand with, or put from your hand into play with the Galta, and then sacrifice the Galta and draw like 13 cards or something ridiculous. Then you got some Generous Sense, which you can also put in your the graveyard from your hand to cycle, or you could just put it into play with the Galta trigger if you want. But namely, it's just here to pitch to Allosaurus Rider as well. Fumbled my way through that one. Mana base wise, we got a Boseiju, 3 copies of Hedge Maze as some surveilling, then a bunch of fetches and shocks and basics. Sideboard, we got Pact Negation to complement the 3 in the main deck, just for when you want to make sure your stuff resolves and push it through. A couple copies of Into the Flood Moth for problematic permanents, like Vexing Bauble, for example. We got 4 copies of Mystical Dispute for the counter magic decks, a couple copies of Hex Drinker, where you can level up against the matchups that just bring out all the removal, and you just sit there and level up your Hex Drinker. A couple copies of Nature's Claim to also stop Vexing Bauble and Friends, a couple Veil of Summers for the Blue-Black Frog matchups, and then 2 Hoots for when Allosaurus Rider ain't gonna cut it. Let's give it a shot. We stock Neoform. I gotta start deleting some decks, chat. I was gonna get a haircut today, chat, but my barber was gone. So, we're gonna get 2 more days of long dingo. Long hair dingo, anyways. Spike Jr. a little bit. At least I haven't had to tie my hair yet, unlike Spike. I haven't gotten a haircut since before COVID. Oh my god, Timmy, get a haircut. Yeah, it's a keeper. This kills on turn 2. Well, not really kills on turn 2, I guess. But I can do a lot of nasty stuff on turn 2, which is probably just put a Gristlebrand into play. We're going to be a little bit smarter playing this deck than before, which I know is a big ask. But we're not going to draw an our turn with Gristlebrand, okay? It's just not happening. We're going to pass the turn, and we're going to draw at their end step. Alright. There was no end step. The end step was a lie. Okay, what do we think they're playing? I saw a Scalding Tarn, which makes me want Mystical Dispute, maybe? Let's bring in Mystical Dispute. Could probably take out a couple of Veil. Well, I don't know. Veil of Summer technically might be good if they're playing blue cards. I kind of feel like they're on Is It Cutter. What do we think, Chad? What do you think they're on? Could be Cutter. Could be a million different decks, honestly. Let's drop the Preordain and the Planar Genesis. Let's bring in the Mystical Disputes and leave it like that. If it's Grixis Reanimator, I'm going to regret bringing in these Mystical Disputes. It's a mole. Thank you, Raul. Appreciate you liking the YouTube stream. Put back the Generous End, I guess. Okay, Arid Mesa and Scalding Tarn, so it's Prowess. It's Prowess. I guess it's not so bad that we brought in Mystical Dispute. Bubble. Crack at the bubble. Alright, we pass. Leaving up our Consign, and that's it. Mostly a Surveil land, but also, I guess, a Consign. That's right, Steve. I got sick of it. Sick of dying on turn 2. Now I'll be the one doing the killing on turn 2 instead. I think we've been that. Yep. Still trying to recreate that mill high. Come on. It's never high playing mill. Just sadness. Well, I can counter an expressive iteration if they play an expressive iteration, but they missed their land drop last turn. If they play a Preordain, I'll also counter a Preordain. Hmm. Drugs aren't the answer. Alright. Bubble. I almost want to consign both of these. Is that worth doing? Yeah, actually, I think it is. Or, alternatively, I could surveil, look for a land. Okay, yeah, consign just the token, and then surveil. We found another land. So if I use this consign, I'm going to have 4 cards in my graveyard. I'm 1 short. If I bin this land and draw a land, they're dead. Is that greedy? YOLO? Yeah, right. I'm in for the YOLO. Alright, land me deck. Shee. That was fun, chat. Rider. Green card. Consign to memory. Forest. I had a lack of green cards in this hand, but that's probably okay. I couldn't quite kill him because it was Neoform on Hooting Mandrills. If it was Eldritch Evolution on Hooting Mandrills, then we could have killed him. Alas, 'tis not the case. Also, do you just have a pact negation up here that we can consign and pay for? We're dead? Are we? I'd be surprised, but maybe I am dead. I think I'm gonna pack this. I don't think I can let this. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think I can let that resolve. Alright, the bot's still not working, so we're gonna use the text bot. Well, actually, hold on. What if I refresh? Nah, the bot's still broken. Neoform. 1, 0. 1 equals 0. Tan's kind of meh. That's mulligan. Tan's probably better. Question is, do I put back a land or do I put back You're Ready? You're Ready's a green card, which is kind of nice. Put back a land. Oh, back You're Ready. This might be white-black. Their Overlord of the Bale Merc avatars give me white-black vibes. What is Fleam? Adorable Fleam card takes over the internet. What? Am I out of the loop? The hell's a Fleam? Apparently that's Fleam. Wait, is this from Spider-Man? I don't know. I don't understand Spider-Man. Ooh, well, yeah, leave it on top. Gotta find the Neo form still, though. Looks like they're on ramp. It's the Green Goblin in-universe card. Gobin. The Green Gobin. Alright, I think I'm good on Allosaurus Rider. Neoform. Not Neoform. Could go get a Hooting Mandrills at some point. I don't know if it's worth it. I Chat, stay with me. Chat, are we back? Chat? Chat, are we back? I don't know what just happened. Just exploded. Never left on YouTube? Huh. Alright. Well, we won during the, like, 5 seconds of exploding. Looks like we're up against Eldrazi ramp. Yeah, it was all thanks to Fleam. Whatever the hell that means. I want a Hex Drinker. I think Hex Drinker's for the interactive matchups, so probably not. Veil of Summer can get out. I think I want the Nature's Claim. Yeah, I killed my opponent pretty quickly, so yeah. I was supposed to play in the OM1 beta, which is the in-universe Spider-Man set, but they said absolutely no Pro Tour testing allowed during the beta, so they wouldn't let me in. GG. Sorry, I can't give you content, guys. They also said no streaming it. Tried my best. Tried my best. Just wanted to bring my lovely viewers some content. And yet, here I am, playing not in-universe Spider-Man cards. What if Neoform was preordained? What if preordained was preordained? Hmm? Hmm? Got that on lock. I think this is going to be a pretty freaking sweet Galta coming down. Cycle. Edge Maze. I think I'm supposed to play the Outsource Rider this turn. What do you think, Chad? You think I played this turn? Plays around Vexing Bobble. I guess they can't go Karn for Vexing Bobble. Well, if they have Kozilek's command for one, then they can go Karn Vexing Bobble, but I just found a Nature's Clam. How do they kill Rider? Can they kill Rider? It's a 7-drop. I don't think they can hit Devourer next turn. I think I leave this on top and I just put the Rider out here. Dismember? Oh, true, huh? Yeah, right. We'll pass. Let's see if that's the right call. It looks like they're not doing anything over there. It's gonna have Thought Knots here. It's a Myco spawn. Okay. Got a Ghost Quarter. I'd like to get an island. I think we are going to dead them. Sorry, opponent. I think we deaded you. Grizzly Bee just for good measure, of course. Alright. Breaking news. Turn 2 combo deck is still good. Yeah, combo plus Eldrazi World, evidently. Loses to Mill, bad deck. Every combo deck loses to Mill. Which is actually why Mill's pretty good right now. Well, I play this deck, I play against Control. I mean, this entire sideboard is built for Control. You have 4 Mystical Disputes, 4 Veil of Summer in the 75. No, I'm converted. Mill's the best deck in the format. I've seen the light. Oh yeah, and the Hex Drinker as well. I think against Control, you pretty much just take all your packs, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe leaving a couple pack negation. Master Gaslighter. Whoa. Would I ever lie to chat? Stands close. Only all those times you lied to chat. Yeah, but like, think of all the times I didn't lie to chat. I think on average, I've probably been truthful to chat more often than I've lied to chat. Can you send a link? Absolutely. Need a pact or a rider? Oh, look. Another turn to gonna die deck. "12 cards against control." Whose article is this? It's in Japanese. Rider. Get him next time. They're playing the Nourishing Shoal build. Interesting. No. I'm dead. On the Jumbotron at City Field and having cocktails? Hell yeah. Nope. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to draw. Well, maybe we're casting Generous at this game. What's that, bunny? "90% of the posts are Fleam posts. In this house, Fleam is a hero. End of story." I can't believe this is actually the Green Goblin. Why does it look like that? Who made this? We need to have some stern words with whoever made this. It's like Fibblethip, but I honestly, it's probably cuter than Fibblethip. So long as we can get a Fleam and Fibblethip card at some point. Yeah, this game's cooked, chat. Just saw endless Fleam post. Yeah, so did I. Just now. TBH, I'm a control only player, and while the sideboard is very good, Chant kind of fucks this deck. That's true. Chant is insane against Neoform. Yep, you got Nugan. So we're dead in 2 turns. Oh, they're making mana. Okay. That doesn't affect me because my hand's so bad. You already took the one good card from my hand, opponent. What? That's step 1. So you're saying there's a chance. Nah, I'm out of surveils. I'm 3 for 3 on surveils. No, this is looking fantastic. As long as they cast a Kozilek's command X10, then we're going to be fine. But if they don't, we're not fine. Ah, we're fine. This is fine. What are they going to do? Scry 10? Find a Karn liberated? No, or not Karn liberated. Karn the Great Creator. Go get a Vexing Bauble? Shh. I'd like to see him try. Honestly, even if we draw a Neoform here, I think we're still unbelievably cooked. Okay. I'm gonna concede the game. There it is. Veil of Summer out. Uh, I'm not an Eldrazi hater. I'm a Kozilek's Command hater. But I also think that the soul lands are kind of dumb, so I don't know. I'm mostly just a Kozilek's Command hater. More than an Eldrazi hater. Kozilek's Command's a messed up card. Like, what were they thinking with that one? The Hex Drinker, I think, is for the interactive decks. 1, 2, Cycle, Pact, Neoform. I think this is a keeper. I could also die with this hand. This hand's super interesting. Okay, so it's gonna be so sad when we draw 14 and we miss on consign. That's exactly what I'm worried about. Is getting a Gristlebrand just better? So I have two ways of drawing 14, right? I can put the Disciple into play and then sack the Galta, but I feel like that's worse than just getting Gristlebrand. Well, maybe not. So I also get a Uranium play. I could also sack the Uranium and draw a 10. What do I do, chat? I don't know. I don't know if it's Galta put these two into play, sacrifice one of the two, and then draw 12. Or if it's just put a Gristlebrand into play. I feel like doing the Galta play puts more pressure, though. Because it's a 2-turn clock and not a 3-turn clock. I was told it's brain dead easy to play. Sometimes you don't have Xenaghost in your hand. I'm going to go with the Galta line. Surely they die next turn if you have a Gristle Dad. You think? You still have to discard a hand size? That's true. I should probably board out this Urani. Because I probably don't need this Disciple either. Alright, let's get the Gristlebrand. You've convinced me, chat. You've convinced me. I didn't find a Neoform. Yeah, we should be fine still. Because they're going to name Consign to Memory. I can Nature's Claim that. I can sign my pact. I didn't find a Neoform though, so I don't think I can kill him. I'm just going to be extremely disruptive instead. Kind of a bummer, all things considered. Breeding pool's already in play, so do I want to try to find a consign and leave up consign, or should I just nature's claim this map? I feel like I should just nature's claim this map. And then we make a rider. We pitch you and you. Punch. Discard hedge maze, polluted delta. When I draw 7, I'm out of life. I will die if I draw 7. I could do post attacks, but I can't kill them anyways. I think I want to take the Urani out. But I don't know what I want instead of the Urani. Maybe a Flood Maw. Do I want packs against them of negation? Maybe just 2. Bring the other Flood Maw. Flood Maw might be kind of clutch. We'll see. We'll see. I do believe this is a turn to Gristlebrand again. Because we can go packed for a land, packed for the rider, pitch both of these in the Neo format. So I think this hand's a keeper, but it's pretty dead to Vexing Bobble. Map. Yeah, they're probably on 4 flutes. Definitely something we have to keep in mind. I think this Generous End's probably better than casting Preordain. Yeah, I don't actually think I can go for it here, right? Because if I cast a Summoner's Pact and then they flew Allosaurus Rider, I just die. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I can go for it, though. Because if they do have the flu, I actually just die. I think I have to Preordain and play it slow. I don't think I want the Hooting Mandrills, but I will take the Nature's Claim. I guess the problem now is that they could have Thought Knots here. They can take Neo form, I guess. My hand's pretty redundant against Thought Knots here. They have Thought Knots here plus Flute. I think things get a little bit problematic. So they could take my Nature's Claim. I don't want to play into Disruptor Flute. I will die if they flute Allosaurus Rider. Apparently, chat's just calling me a coward. They're like, why aren't you going for it? And that's why I'm not going for it, chat. That right there. That one. Hoots. Close, Hoots. Close. But not yet. Your time is not now. Yeah, pack to play the Mandrills. I could get a land, but I don't think that's going to go super well for me. Galta. Alright, the next part of our genius plan is we're going to discard Eldritch Evolution to help fill the graveyard for the Hooting Mandrills. Imagine go tutor Bajuka Bog. I would be so sad. Pact O Negation. So if I packed for a land, I play said land. I play the Hooting Mandrills. I turn it into Atraxa, because that's the only thing I can turn it into. I think I have to Atraxa here. I guess if I miss on Consign, I die. Am I okay missing on Consign? No, I need 2 land drops. I need to have 4 mana total. If I have 4 mana total, then I can go Hooting Mandrills for 1 into Eldritch Evolution. But I don't think I can just like leave my Hooting Mandrills exposed. I think I'm just going to make an Atraxa and hope I don't miss on Consign. Which might be the wrong play, but we'll find out shortly. It doesn't matter if we discard a hand size. I need actual land drops. We did get a Consign to Memory. I haven't learned my lesson, have I? Okay. So let's assume Atrox is going to die to a cast trigger. We assume that Atrox is going to die to a cast trigger. What's my next turn going to look like? I have to discard 2 cards. I think one of them is Eldritch Evolution. And I think the other one is maybe this Galta. It's kind of stressful. Okay. I think we just attack. Surveil. If I leave this on top, I already have one. Leave it on top anyways, I guess. Yeah, I'm surprised the Troxa lived. I didn't think I'd get this far. Goodbye, Troxa. Well, that's a damn shame. Could have droxed it in the Galta. Was that the line? Oh, I guess that was the line, right? I could have just won. Turn a Drox into Galta. I think I messed that up. I think that just lost me the game. Because I could have turned Atraxa into Galta, then packed it for Xenagos and won with a pack backup. I think we're dead. I think we're dead because I messed this up. I don't think my Hooting Mantle is going to live, so I need to hit 6 mana. I actually think we're supposed to pack here. So I want to shuffle the other pack away. Hmm. I got to keep the Neoform numbers down. I'm going to need 6 mana regardless. Maybe I go pack for a land. Maybe not, though. Let's go grab the Xenagos. Then we'll try to hit a land drop with a Surveil land this next turn. Figure I have one more turn anyways. Alright, we're trying to make up for our misplay here. Rider. Okay, we need to Surveil for a land. It's a lot of mana that got over there too. Surveil for an untap land. It also involves them having nothing. I think I would also take a Flood Maw here, right? I know Flood Maw wouldn't do it, would it? Can't take that one. Land. Okay. Well. Boots. Galta. Put these two into play. Beginning of combat. Ouch. Wow. We won. Despite my best efforts. Okay. Not even close. Wasn't even worried for a second. I'm so stupid. I totally could have won. Eldritch Evolutioning that Atrox into a Galta. Another deserved win. Best deck. Best deck I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to cut that one out of the YouTube VOD. Neoform is hard, by the way. Sorry, the second best deck behind Mill, of course. Unless this trophies, then it's the best deck, and Mill's the second best deck. Neoform is hard, by the way. This is my like second or third time playing the deck. Some of these lines aren't super intuitive to me. It's 0-100 in the mill matchup. Oh yeah, it's never beating mill. No chance. Belcher's much better. Belcher's definitely more resilient. I will agree, 100% more resilient. But not as fast. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I think Neoform probably gets a lot worse than an open deckless tournament. But I'm not sure. I thought Delve beats Trinisphere. I don't think it does. But I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure you still have to pay 3 mana for it. Chat would know more than me. I should Google it real quick. Delve versus Trinisphere. You can delve 3 to pay for the Trinisphere effect. Delve is used when you pay the cost. The cost has already been determined to be 3 by Trinisphere, so you may exile cards to pay generic mana costs per delve. Oh. Oh, we didn't even need a land. The more you know, I guess. Energy. Yeah, I didn't know that. So we probably could have won without any resources there, actually. And it turned sooner, too. This is why we practice now, chat. Agony. Ragavan. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. I didn't need a pact, right? At least. I have 1 white mana up. Hmm. Should I do Galta loops? Pact for Rider, pitch you and you. Neoform. Oh no, I can't pitch you. It'd be pitch, sorry, you and you. Neoform, put you and you into play. Sacrifice this Galta trigger on the stack, draw 13. Does that sound right? I think that sounds right. Mana Tithe. Choose a Galta to keep. You. And then we stack it you. Sacrifice the Galta. We drew another pact. We drew a pact and a ready. Should I just go get another Galta? We also have Xenagos Urani, that's true. That's probably good enough. Blah. Random game objects. Sacrifice a creature. Well, you insist. Well, I guess. Uh, don't want Veils. Mandrels are probably fine. I think Flood Moss could be good. I don't think I want Hex Drinker in this matchup because they keep in Goblin Bombardment. I want Nature's Claim. Drop a Pact. Drop a Planar Genesis. I'm evading the ban list because they were killed by a 2020 flyer. I think this is sadly a keeper. I brought in Flood Maw over Claim. But maybe Claim's better. I think Flood Maw's a little bit more versatile. Should probably be thinking about Blood Moon also. I think we get an island here, maybe. I could Flood Maw the Blood Moon. Dang, we almost had it. Or one, if one of these pact negations were a Summoner's Pact, we would have had it. Oh, I passed? Oh, yeah, I wasn't supposed to pass. I was supposed to play Under Genesis because I forgot about the Voice of Victory. Oops. Alright, I guess we're going to Surveil then. Yeah, I forgot about the Voice of Victory. My bad. My bad, my bad. It's a lot of tokens. 10. I might die. Yeah, it's a lot of tokens. Oops. Sorry. I forgot. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, we ain't surviving. We also weren't gonna hit though. So that's fine. If we want less pact negations and more nature's claims, I might be right. Even pact negation's not that good. It is good against chant though. I don't know how many chants they're playing nowadays. Like this hand's not great. I think we get the job done. We want to put back though. Probably not hooting mandrills. I think I want to keep the nature's claim. It's either a land or the pact. Let's put back a land, I guess. I gotta keep this on top. Now we just need to find land number 3 that we bottomed. Classic. Magicus, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 28 months. Same. Well, they could have chant. Is chant something I'm gonna play around? Do I get the luxury of playing around that? What do we think, chat? Think they have orange chant? We hope they tap out for moon. Seems sus. They don't have chant. Go and kill them. And I don't think I can reasonably play around chant either. That is fair. Don't wait. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope you had a wonderful stream. This doesn't even kill him. Wait a minute. Wait, chat, this doesn't even kill them. What the fuck, chat? I forgot I didn't get the counter from the Neoform. Alright, pack it up. Yeah, we gotta keep this out of the 5-0s. YouTube's gonna love that. Strategic in? Nobody in chat said anything either. That was the worst part. Chat's like, yeah, kill him. Kill him. It is the best deck I've played. You're playing Eternal Weekend? No. Half the time it's been me gaslighting chat. The other half the time is chat gaslighting me. Unbelievable. We're gonna try Necro, the third league of today. It's pretty believable. can't believe you've done this to me, chat. I can't believe you just let me die. Not even a crumb of hey, dingo. This doesn't kill your opponent. Yep. And now you know Ocelot Pride Guide of Souls is completely busted, chat. Completely busted him. I think I take the Pact Negation. Actually, do I need more green cards? I think I'm just supposed to take Rider. I think I need more green cards. Another Planar Genesis. Let's main phase this. Actually, main phasing this was probably bad. It's there at Thoughtseize deck. Okay, let's hope we don't get got by Thoughtseize. You've never Thoughtseize anybody in your life. That's right. But they also play Spell Pierce, right? I think we're supposed to play around Spell Pierce. Cycles and Unearth. As soon as they tap out of that blue, though, and they don't Thoughtseize me, we're cooking them. Well, to the best of our abilities, anyways. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up playing the Are They Dead game. Okay, this is a Neoform. 26, 26 minus 7, 19. 19 greater than 15. Checks out. I'm not even going to look at chat this time. You can't hurt me, chat. You can't make me die. You can't make me die, chat. I don't know everybody who makes guides for this deck. Don't ask me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this deck. I'm struggling. Veils in. Donkin has a good guide. Apparently there's one on this Haruya website. I could link you this, but it's all in Japanese. It's over 3-1. Because we punted to the moon and back last match. So we couldn't count 24 minus 2. We're playing against Grixis, right? I think I just want the Veils. Maybe take out a Pact Negation. Is your any good in this matchup? Most likely not. I don't know if I want Mystical Dispute either. They're mostly like a black-based deck. Let's try this. I think his hand's fine on the play. I'm going to keep it on the draw, but I'm not happy about it. Seems like they don't have Thoughtseize, so I'm okay playing the Hedge Maze. I probably should have played the Misty. Give myself the option of Veiling. Combo in Middle League should go by quick, yeah. Hasn't even been an hour yet. Frog. Okie dokie. Your turn. I'm pretty sure this should have been a 5-0. We didn't punt to the moon. Which strat? I cycle this end. I don't want to go for it until I have 4 mana anyways. 4 in streamer. Alright, this can't be entirely my fault. Because I also had chat being like, yeah, kill him, get him. And I was like, well, if chat agrees, that must be the right play. I refuse to take full blame for this. Okay, sometimes I do listen to chat when I'm playing a deck that I'm not super familiar with, though. Because, you know, I'm not super familiar with the deck. Classic trusting chat. Alright, chat, you can make it up to me by going and liking the YouTube stream. How about that? Nine plus 16. 25. 24. So, fine, I'll like it, but I won't be happy about it. That's all I ask. It's kind of interesting. Galta's not going to kill. I had to check it this time because I know Twitch chat's not going to do it. So Galta's not going to kill him. And if Galta's not going to kill him, I can still pay for the pact, and it's not that big of a deal. Because they have to discard their entire hand just to not die to Galta. 24. Right, they'd have to discard, like, actually their entire hand. And block with the frog. Kill him! Pitchforks out, kill him! Alternatively, I could do Galta loops. I mean, Galta loops probably get there too, right? So I Rider, I pitch this, I leave this, I Galta, put Disciple, sack, get a Galta. Yeah, I think that's the move. Also, don't have to worry about Pact. Right, am I out of Galtas? Oh, I got one more. One, two, three, done. Let's get this Atraxa trigger first. Oh. I'm out of Galtas, though. Yeah, Xenagos is kind of a blank, isn't it? Should I take it anyways? Maybe I just leave it in the deck. Yeah, I mean, I could take it for free, but I don't think I need to. Could also play a Hooting Mandrills this turn. Do I want to leave Veil of Summer? Or just play the Hooting Mandrills? Let's just play the Hooting Mandrills. I don't think leaving up the Veil of Summer does all that much. But maybe I do want to leave up the Veil of Summer, actually. Yeah, let's leave up the Veil and just cast another Rider. Yeah, discard a lot of lands. Rudane's probably not super helpful. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, 8 in hand. What did I just discard? I clicked the Neoform by accident. That's probably fine. Yeah, I think I should have discarded the Pact. I don't know if the Pact does a lot. The scary part is that Frog can still outsize Atraxa. We are going to get a Gristlebrand this next turn. Could even be an Allosaurus Rider. So I think if we Neoform into Gristlebrand and then we hit Eldritch Evolution, we can Eldritch Evolution into Xenagos. I can't Neoform for Xenagos, but I can Eldritch Evolution for Xenagos. Yay, we did it. No, my camera. We lived so the camera could die. So we probably would have trophied it if I didn't get gaslit. That's right, chat. All your fault. All your fault. I deflect all parts of the blame here. Congrats, believers. Yeah, the camera went down in just 1 hour. Finally, our PNG tuber has arrived. Alright, hold on, chat. It's been a long time coming. But we're doing the inexplicable. Which is plugging in the camera fan. So that way this doesn't happen. Say goodbye to the PNG tuber. And say hello to the VTuber. I'll miss you, Sephiroth. I loved you, Sephiroth. Alright, chat. Camera's cooling down. By the time we start the next league, should be good. GG's, Alabastus. Good games. Sorry, I'm kind of terrible with this deck, so I fumbled and bumbled my way through it. Catch up with chat. Is the only reason it's in the deck is because of force cycling. It's in there for a green card to pitch to Allosaurus Rider. Young, the camera was working fine, so I unplugged the fan, Dingo. The whole reason I unplugged the fan in the first place is because I was traveling, and I took it with me to travel, and then I just never plugged it back in. So, kind of. Your sword was unnecessarily long, Sephiroth. Your mother issues were dumb, Sephiroth. To not play combo is to complain about unfairly losing on turn 2. That is true. Yeah. We don't need an IT department. The servers are working just fine. What other combo decks are we playing today? We're going to play Storm. At Dingo, while once again missing the obvious play and missing the undefeated league, questions how it all went so wrong. It was chat. Yes, it was their fault. It was definitely not my misplay. I'm me. I never misplay. As his ego engulfs the room, it slowly eclipses the room, covering his camera. Then Dingo conveniently disables his camera as to not reveal the truth. Because I had to go shadow box the air after fucking up. Okay, let's play some Storm. That's a good copy pasta, though. Wait, no, this isn't the Storm list. I called it Storm. It's like Mono or Ruby Storm. I don't even think I ever uploaded the Neoform list. Chat, do you want the Neoform list or no? You chilling on that? Honestly, I don't want that leak to make it on YouTube. It was so goddamn embarrassing. I'm not uploading it. I miss MTG bot. It's good for the algorithm. It's not good for my YouTube comments. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe how hard it was to watch this league. You know what? I don't need the word Ruby in here. Storm. It's just extra interaction. Maybe not the kind of interaction I'm after. Okay, let's see how the camera's doing. Return to me, camera. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, there we go. I never misplay. Why do you play my favorite decks, Dingo? I'm sorry, it's combo day. It's combo day, and I'm not doing very good at combo day so far. Jay, YouTube is deck time. This time for a little bit of Storm. I haven't played Storm in a minute, and I know it's not a very viewer-friendly, popular deck, but one that we have to test for the Pro Tour nonetheless. So we ripped the Storm list off of Goldfish. I'm going to try it out. We got a couple copies of Artist Talent to help you loot through your stuff. And also you can turn it into a Ruby or a Ral when you leveled up to Chapter 2. We got our 8 rituals in here, of course. Desperate Ritual better since you can splice it. Got the 4 Rals and the 4 Rubies as our mana reducers, 4 copies of Reckless Impulse, and Ren's Resolve to help dig through our deck. Same with the Glimpse of the Impossible. Sees 3 cards instead of 2, but it does cost an extra mana. And they also go away end step, unlike these two, which don't go away at the end step. Couple copies of Valakut Awakening, which we can use as an MDFC that helps you fix your hand a little bit. 3 copies of Past in Flames, with the 4th one being in the board for Wish. A couple copies of Wish to find your Grape Shot or whatever you need out of the sideboard. Pretty toolboxy card. And yeah, I think that was it. Mana base wise, I got 1 Gemstone Cavern, a couple of Elegant Parlors for surveilling, and then everything else is just red fetches, Mountain, Sacred Foundry. We got a Steam Vents and a Thundering Falls in here as well, since we're playing a couple copies of Flusterstorm in the sideboard. But nothing too crazy in the man base. We got some prismatic endings to stop problematic permanents like Deafening Silence and High Noon. Flusterstorm, which I'm assuming is either for certain counter magics or consign a memory. Probably also pretty good against Neoform as like an offensive tool. It looks like we're opting to play this over Chant in this build, so interested to try it out in the very least. Got a couple copies of Fire Magic for energy. The Grape Shot to win. Same with the Empty Warrens and the Past in Flames. All just combo pieces. The Blood Moon for locking your opponent out. Galvanic Relay for when you can't quite combo off, but you have some extra mana. One Wear Tear for Artifact Enchantment Destruction for like High Noon and stuff again. Then a couple copies of Flage to pivot when our opponent has too much hate. Keep going. Ral's not going to kill you. Surely Ral wouldn't kill me, right? Ral would never kill me. Summoner's Pact would kill me, though. 100% Summoner's Pact would kill me. Jay Sanchez, thank you for the tier 1 in 24 months. I appreciate you. So I found out something, chat. We're not getting a Pro Tour promo that is unique to this Pro Tour, by the way. There's not going to be any unique Spider-Man card. There's not going to be any unique Edge of Eternities card. The Spider-Man card that we are getting is available to everybody who purchased the MagicCon Black Lotus VIP stuff. It's just one of the same promo that they get. So we're getting that promo, that Karn on the Beach promo, which I already have one of, and that's it. Not very cash money. Quite literally not very cash money. Yeah, oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, we're testing Storm for the PT. Mostly because I haven't played Storm in a minute. Not because I necessarily think Storm is good. Another ritual. I'm kind of just looking for a reducer. I think we just spin it. We drew an artist talent. I think we are going to deploy that one. Let's get wave. Let's help us find a Past in Flames. If we draw a land, I'm probably just going to level this up. Just keep bad mouthing Storm. See how we do. But it looks like we might be losing to Neo form. Could just kill us on turn 2 here. Storm kind of feels like Neoform, but less consistent for turn 2. It's modern. It's not VV Cauldron. Yeah, Talent does do a lot of work for this deck. I am supposed to kill them on turn 2, but it doesn't always pan out that way. I'm dead. Protestant Mind, thank you for the 25. Viewers. As in the raid, not the 25 months. I almost said that like a sub, but I appreciate it. Hope you had a great stream. Yeah, I'm dead. GG's. Oh, wait, I'm not dead? Un-GG? Derpy, thank you for the 223 months. What do I do? I'm not dead, but I'm not alive. Check out this sweet deck that definitely doesn't suck. I hope this stuff doesn't suck. Oh, it's white-black? Oh, it definitely sucks. It's got Stubborn Dial in it? Hold up, we're back. Are you playing Leyline of the Guild pack plus Scion in your black-white deck? That's ambitious. I like it, though. I think we gotta bin this Glimpse. Past in Flames. Hmm. I can't really level up this talent and do anything else this turn, so... We need to find, like, Ritual Reducer. We did not find that. Okay. Tried our best. Flusterstorms in. Come on, take out. Probably Glimpse. I think Glimpse is a little slow. They survive the consign. I'm sure they'll find it in 14 cards. It's a combo world and we're just living in it. But yeah, technically I shouldn't concede there. But they'll probably find it, right? Surprised we're playing the Flusters over Chant, because I think Chant's really good in this matchup too. And we'll give this a keep. Go back to Steam Vents. I'm gonna grab the Thundering Falls since we did board in the Flusterstorms. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up playing Ral and passing this next turn unless we top deck Flusterstorm. And then again, just hope not to die on turn 2. Yeah, I don't like my odds of playing Ritual, Ral, Reckless Impulse and getting nowhere. So, Ral go. Don't you kill that Ral. I don't think they have a lot of ways of killing Ral. Maybe Flood Maw. Or killing me. They could remove me from the table. Alright. They're going to remove me from the table. And not the Ral. Yo, Oko. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Welcome back. It's true though, Oko didn't do anything wrong. Try to tell you, Chan, it's just a combo world out there. Trying to tell you, chat. This format ain't as mid-rangey as you think. It's all Tron, Eldrazi, and combo. Let me fix the bot real quick. Stream a bot. Why are you broken? You're not running streamer bot. What do you mean you're running? Alright. Bot's actually perma broken. Can I get the combo for infinite money? It's called employment. It's the life hack for infinite money. Sadly, you have to do things still, though. Can I get more Tron with my modern, please? Hold the land destruction. Hold the Myco spawn. Waiter, there's a blood moon in my Tron. Come on, Terry. I believe in you. You say God Pride just wins games, then God Pride gets dunked on by Esper, Blink, E-Tron, and combo. Yo, see me playing energy over here. Yeah, the bot's been broken. I don't know what happened to it. It's been dead. I think that's the sad part about this meta is that it's so combo heavy and it rewards you for playing combo decks well. Generally speaking, I think I'm really bad at combo decks. As Canister likes to say, I have mid-range brain. So this is a bad meta for your boy. Saga. Drum. So I'm probably gonna have Metallic Rebuke, if I had to guess. I want to be rewarded for playing combo decks poorly. Me. That's all I want. I need to play Belcher at the P team. We went like kind of even last challenge we played Belcher in. But I also think there was games I could have won that I didn't. Pinnacle Emissary. Think they have Metallic Rebuke? No, it's broken. It's set to track both accounts. They tapped out a Metallic Rebuke. Okay. It's party time. Revenge Resolve. Ruby Medallion, Gemstone Cavern. Gemstone Cavern's actually really bad, and so both of those were kind of bricks. Red. Wish. So if I Ritual is +2 up to 4, I can play the Ral for 1 down to 3. Play the Wish for 1 down to 2, and I have a 2 mana discount. I think I can get past In Flames with that, right? Because I have 1 mana in my hand, so 3, 4, 5. Ral, Wish. I think the math checks out. I won the flip. Let's go Manamorphose. 4-1. Lost the flip. Red, red. I'm gonna hold priority here. We're gonna go Rand's Resolve, Desperate Ritual. Flip the Rel. Hit some nothing. Ooh, hit a lot of stuff here though. And I started casting. And I never stopped casting. Ritual, we're at 16, 17. 18, 19. Pink. Okay. Magic Online is loading. Affinity. Affinity, affinity, affinity. Prismatic Ending seems pretty important against Affinity. Wear Tear is also pretty important, but I wonder if I want to leave one of those effects to wish for. I think I want to leave one of those effects to wish for. Cut a couple of glimpses and call it a day. Glimpse is usually my number one cut when I was playing this deck at the RC. Artist Talent was the second. Artist Talent's only okay. Sometimes it does a lot of work, and then sometimes it does nothing. Yeesh. I think Fire Magic's being a little bit too reactive. Also, yeesh. Go to 5. I accept this 5. Sneap off the 6 lands. Drum. Not gonna lie, chat, we've only played 2 matches so far. Or a match and a half so far, but this deck seems a lot more work than Neoform. Like, why play this deck when you could just turn 2 Neoform and not mess up? Yeah, okay, that's true. That's why I had to include the addendum of don't mess up. Suds, thank you for the tier 1 in 7 months. Appreciate ya. Welcome back. They have Metallic Rebuke up. They're probably gonna get Graveyard Hate with the Urza Saga. I think I'm just gonna cast a Reckless Impulse. I don't really want to run the Ruby Medallion into whatever counter magic they have here. Maybe they'll get impatient and tap out for a second construct and try to haste it and beat me down. At which point they will die. Maybe die. Rest in peace. Valid. I feel like this is a product of Goryo's and Grixis Reanimator being so popular. Not because it's actually that good in the meta. Cast. Oh, we got a pretty useless Past in Flames. I think we only have one thing that keeps us alive here. I wish I had like a Brotherhood Zen or something. Brotherhood Zen would go crazy here. I could try to dig more with Glimpse. Or I could empty the Warrens for 14 Goblins. I don't know if 14 Goblins is good enough, Chad. What do you think? Maybe it's good enough. I think it's realistically our best shot. I don't think we're going to hit off the Glimpse. We'd have to hit another Wish. I think that also loses to their 7/7s, but I think it's our best bet. I think hitting off the Glimpse is like so narrow. I was thinking of Stormscale Scion would be better here, but I couldn't even cast Stormscale Scion. It would cost me 5, not 4. Oh, okay. That's a good run. This deck used to play Brotherhood's End, and I'm not sure why they cut the Brotherhood's End, but Brotherhood's End there would have been devastating for him. Get to pop everything but the 2/2. I guess they would keep their Glimmer Void. Yeah, Rest in Peace is a little tough. Let's bring in the Wear Tear over another Glimpse. Sure. Sure. I'll give it a try. Always having to play around Metallic Rebuke's also kind of rough. It's giving you creativity flashbacks. Neoform is just better Storm. Oko is too slow for this modern format. I think Neoform might just be better Storm. After playing Neoform just now. It's a lot less work, that's for sure. Yeah, Oko is too slow for this modern format, though. It's time for them to unban Oko. Deck is better than Storm. Come on. Come on. Gotta give Storm a little credit. No. Smile. Okay. Come on, Terry. I believe in you. Terry from Fatal Fury. Mill greater than Storm confirmed. That's also true. Mill would probably have not lost the Neoform. Well, I don't know. Mill could still die on turn 2 to Neoform. Well, chat, our opponent might not be here, but luckily, we got just enough downtime for you guys to hop over to that YouTube stream and drop the like on the YouTube stream for the AI algorithm overlords. Please, chat. I beg of you. It helps out more than you think. You gotta make the YouTubes happy. YouTube in 2025? It's more like Twitch in 2025. By the way, chat, I do leave on Friday of next week, so we got a little over a week's worth of streams, a week and 2 days. I guess a week and 1 day before I leave. That's the link to the old broadcast, is it? Oh yeah, would you look at that? Alright, let me link up the new broadcast. That's the new broadcast. Yeah, of course. Happy to sign cards. Alright, leave a like on the new broadcast, sorry, chat. You like both? Appreciate you, Miner. I can't wide people happy here. We're gonna implement 7TV emotes on the YouTube stream soon, hopefully. I think there's a way of doing it. There's like some extension that lets you use 7TV and Frank Your Face Z emotes. Hey, thanks, Jason. Streamer name here. I hope that's me. I think our opponent's gonna time out. We're also gonna combine chat. So many things to do. Will you sign Tron lands? I won't be happy about it, but I will. I'm trying to think of the weirdest thing I've signed. I guess the weirdest thing I've signed was a PSA 10 Grief. That wasn't even like really that weird. I was just signing the case of the PSA card was kind of weird. I go into 2026 Magicon. Which one? The Lorwyn Pro Tour? Depends on if I qualify for the Lorwyn Pro Tour. You sign a blank check. No. What the? Sign an actual dingo. If somebody wants to bring a wild feral animal to the convention with them, I will sign it. And actually, I don't think I could sign an actual live animal. I think that's probably considered animal cruelty. Challenge accepted? No, don't bring an actual live animal to the convention. This is my seeing eye dingo. It's a good question. I don't actually know. Okay, if you bring like a cool dog, that's awesome too. I don't know if I need this. I'm an untamed wild animal. Could you sign me? Hmm. I have to think about that one. Okay, they don't have Metallic Rebuke. I hope they don't kill this. I'll sign Doomwake's forehead if he loses to me in Yu-Gi-Oh! Mm-hmm. Edison, the only format. Ritual. I lost the flip. Ritual Wish. Alright, let's thin the deck of the mountain. I guess I get a Steam Vents here, whatever. Same, maybe a little different. Manamorphose. Red. Cast Ren's Resolve. Won the flip. Those were not great hits. Okay, let's Ritual from here. And then we can cast Ruby Medallion. And then we can Wish Ritual. They might consign this. Tails. Always Tails, chat. Never forget, always Tails. Got a Ritual, a Reckless Impulse, and a Witch. Always Tails. Highly recommend Always Tails. Discard a mountain, draw a card, it's a realm. Probably a pretty fine one to cast here. Try to spin the ult again. How does this work? Do instances of Wish stack, chat? I feel like I should know this. Yes? It doesn't come up very often. Ritual. Flip it around. I won. Ooh. Okay, so what do I have to look out for? I guess I could Blood Moon. All these are free, right? So what I could do is Blood Moon them to take them off of Consign. And then after I Blood Moon them and take them off of Consign, I can go to main phase 2. And then cast Ritual Grape Shot. Like Ritual, Reckless Impulse, Grape Shot. This is probably the best way of beating Consign. Yeah, we're gonna pop the Talon up as well. Cast. Cast. And then we're going to pump the talent up. And then we're going to cast Grape Shot. Shoot him. Cool. Pretty sure they had Consign in hand. Consign, not that good against Storm. Even when you have a Rest in Peace out, they have ways to play around it. Storm is the best burn deck. Can confirm. We played against Neoform, and they turned 2 to us. They were the better combo. We lost in 2 minutes, then 3 minutes. We didn't make it past turn 2. Yeah, level 3 of talent. It turns your grape shots into lightning bolts. So it's lightning bolt with Storm. No, we had like the turn 3 hand in both games and just died too fast. I think we're like probably a turn slower than Neoform. Ten's good, but I don't know what I'm gonna put back from this hand. I guess the Passive Flames. Yeah, they struggle a lot against Worm's Chant. I'm surprised this list isn't playing Worm's Chant, and this list is electing to play with Flusterstorm instead. I can't think of a really good reason to be playing Flusterstorm over Worm's Chant, other than like stopping Consign Memory. But I can't really think of a good reason to play Flusterstorm over Worm's Chant. Does anybody in chat have an idea? Because I feel like Chant's better in this meta. Yeah, I don't think it's price either. It's harder to counter Flusterstorm. Yeah, I think Chant's just better. Yeah, it's who I stole the list from. I'd be curious to just hear the reasoning behind the Flusterstorm. Maybe they just wanted to try it. Elegant Parlor. Hmm. I don't know if it actually protects the combo any better, right? Like, Orm's Chant does protect the combo pretty well. Your opponent kind of can't interact with anything after Orm's Chant. But Flusterstorm doesn't get around Besage either. Grixis Reanimator. Yep. Bone. Counter Wars in blue-black. I think Chant might still be better. I don't know. I don't think I have a good reasoning. Good afternoon, Enya. Spins an Archon and a Persist. What? Jewel. I'm probably gonna kill this realm. I should have waited in playing the route. I should have played the ritual first. That was a mistake. Kind of just went down a mana for no reason. I think we're gonna wish for Galv here. Can I level this up too? I guess if I wanted to do it for Galv, then I could level this up. I messed up here. I was supposed to ritual and then Growl and then wish. That would have had enough for the Past in Flames here. Instead, I think I'm just upping this artist talent and then doing a galvanic relay. I could blood moon them. It's kind of funny. I think galvanic relay probably gives us our best bet next turn. So if I level this up, this costs 1, this costs 1. So it should be good there. Had enough for the Past in Flames too. We just kind of messed this up a little bit. We got lots of stuff to cast next turn. Yeah, I had no reason to play the route before casting the ritual. But I did before the wish because it made the wish one cheaper. It's kind of a free refund on the wish. Or would you play if the PT was tomorrow? Well, the only deck that we've trophied with in the past 2 days has been Mill. So it's gotta be Mill, right? It's a lot of mana. I can play around Spell Pierce too. Alright, they gave up. I guess Flusterstorm is better against these persist piles to a degree. It's also better against Goryo's because you can use it proactively. Stop their persist and stop Goryo's from casting Goryo's. Maybe that's why a Flusterstorm's in here is for the graveyard decks. Flay's just for when your opponent has too much hate that you can't get through. I have died to a Flage out of a Storm before. I think I want to try the Flusterstorms. Yeah, let's just leave it at Flusterstorm. That's right, I threw a match with Neoform so I could lock in the Storm. Dude, that's so embarrassing, chat. I'm gonna be thinking about that for at least the next 5 hours. And I'll forget about it. But until then, Bluster's amazing versus Neoform, but I think Chan's equally as good. The only problem with Chan is that he gets packed in negation. So on that front, sure. Playing around specifically packed in negation, I agree. My graveyard. Also true. Encounter consign. Alright, tap land. Passes the turn. I think if I had a Ruby. I want a second Flusterstorm. Yeah, I guess I don't mind second Flusterstorm. It's going to prevent them from doing anything proactive. Land in a Manamorphose. Spell Pierce, Psychic Frog, Thought Scour. Unearth Le Frog. Is that Flusterstorm worthy? Sure. See if we can get them to tap out. Oh, I guess they won't tap out because they can't even pay for it. But they might cast another Unearth from their hand and then tap out. Pretty bad if they thought sees us, I guess. Alright, I think we can try to go for the win here. I won the flip. One, two, three. Can't really chain stuff together quite yet. A lot of Manamorphoses. There's no reason to hold priority until we're about to hit 7 spells on the storm counter here. 7's like the magic number. So this is 5, 6, 7. Alright. I think we now hold priority and we go one of these, one of these, one of these. See if they're gonna kill Ral. We hit the magic number here. You won the flip. Oh god, why is it lagging so bad? At least no lag. Come on, Magic Online. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We'll get through this stack. I promise, you and me. Together we're unstoppable. Okay. Doesn't matter. I won the flip. Chat, is my internet just dying? I think my internet's dying again. Why is my internet always dying? It's so messed up. Yeah, I am lagging. Why though? I don't know, my internet must be messed up. I've dropped a lot of frames. Keeping an eye on this. The frames, chat. It's not looking good. Yeah, I don't know why it's messing up over here. Maybe I don't have the bandwidth for the YouTube co-stream. Which is weird because I should. Might just be a tough day in internet land. Cast the Valakut Awakening. Put back the Singleton Mountain. Yeah, I'm 100% lagging. It's got to be YouTube's fault. Any particular unfair deck that's really gratifying for you? I don't know. I don't think there's any unfair deck in Modern that I'm like particularly stoked to play. I like the fair decks in Modern quite a bit, but I don't think they're very strong. I like Esper. I like Energy. I just don't think they're good enough. Free Flusterstorm. Alright, let's continue, chat. Let me know if the stream explodes again. I already had to restart it once today. No, you're a bomb expert. You gotta defuse the wires. Gotta cut the right one. Cut the wrong one, the stream explodes. I dropped 5,000 frames during that last match. 5,000. My frames. Apparently it was 5,000 pickup day. I'm gonna pick up all my dropped frames. Beautiful hand. It's a beaut. We played a challenge with Belcher. We went 3-4, which should have been 4-3 if I didn't throw. That deck's kind of hard. I think that deck's a lot harder than I give it credit for. Some tricky lines in that deck. The Druzy Temple and a Flesh Raker. Tron is pretty easy. It's the time we make it a Tron again. They're on Colorless Lantern. Heard Amulet was easy. You guys don't want to watch me play Amulet. That's just a shit show waiting to happen. Dingo's opponent won't concede any Aftermath loops. Let's assume I get to the point where I could actually figure out how to Aftermath Analyst loop. 4 lands, escape shift, start hyperventilating. Tezzeret. I gotta get needled. It's not that hard, I promise. Parentheses, it's hard. I don't think Vaccine Bubble actually does a single thing to me. I don't know. It stops Rattle, right? Yeah, stops Rattle. Start here. I don't think I need an Artist Talent quite yet. It's about decent. Say we draw another land. Now I draw another land. Here's a land. We're eliminating decks on our way back down to Affinity. So, we are at an interesting point. I think this Artist Talent's kind of useless. Yeah, I think we're going to flip some coins. Methinks Artist Talent is useless. There's another ritual. So I could go Wish for like a prismatic ending and then flip Ral. Do I need to do all that though? I don't know if I need to do all that. Well, there's an Artist Talent. Guess I'll cast the quote unquote useless Artist Talent. Let's drop the Artist Talent. Okay, we drew a ritual. Let's make red white. And then I can ritual, flip Ral, wish for ending. Another Ral. Another impulse. Free ritual. Alright. Are you not entertained? Lip entertained. I think I'm just taking the pendings and the wear tears, and I'm probably boarding out Artist Talent and a couple of glimpses and calling it a day. Sideboarding with this deck is pretty easy. At most, you want to bring in like 4 cards max. From my understanding of the deck. Finally, a real deck. A real deck with some promise. A Ral deck. Oops. No lands. What am I binning? Valakut Awakening? Yeah. I think it's Valakut Awakening. Expedition map. Okay. I'm worried about Karn. Okay, they don't even have anything to imprint. Good start. Elegant Parlor. Top. I think they're dead next turn. Or should be dead anyways. They need to Thought Not Seer me, and then they're gonna Thought Not Seer me and be very sad. Grafdigger's Cage. Graveyard and Library. Yeah, it's not exile. That is not exile. Let's with some Metamorphoses. Mm-hmm. Red. Aston Flames. Steam Vents, Past in Flames. I'm actually going to play the Artist Talent and discard one of these Past in Flames. Hit the Wear Tear. But I have a distinct lack of mana here. I guess I could play Ral. Okay, hold up. 5, 6, 7. I'm one short for Ral also. I think we got a Reckless Impulse here. I think I discard Reckless Impulse. Okay, I found a ritual. Found 2 rituals. Huge. And then we play Ral. Wait, 6. I need this to be 8. Yeah, that should be good. Nope. And one of those. Ultimate. Scoop. Okay. Prediction time, chat. Did a 4 dash? Yes, no. Storm's a good deck. Maybe not a great deck, but a good deck. It's hard to say if it's better or worse than Neoform. Some aspects about it with the toolboxy wish stuff make it a little bit more resilient than Neoform. But I think it turn 2s a lot less consistently than Neoform. But this deck will definitely farm Eldrazi. At the very least. Only 2 turn 2s. Mill is still better. I'm gonna keep this hand. We gotta find a reducer, but that's okay. We have a Glimpse of the Impossible. In the Past in Flames, there's a free card draw. Ooh. I think they have Ruby Medallion, or they have a Static Prison. Do you think they have Ruby Medallion, chat? Yeah, I'm not gonna play this into the Static Prison. I think instead what I'm gonna do is just play that and then 3 rituals all in the same turn. Just to dodge Static Prison. Guide. Land. Crack land. Get the plains. Play Johnny. Don't want Montagna. Do want Manamorphose, though. Red. Ritual. Splice the ritual. Glimpse. Reckless Impulse. Ritual. Reckless Impulse. Ritual. Reckless Impulse. Ral. Fast in Flames. Tails. I lost. Rens was up. They didn't want to play anymore. Okay. Let's bring in a Flage. Did I believe you did? For the first time. I think Penny could be okay too. Maybe just one pending. We'll leave one Fire Magic in the board. We'll take both pendings in. I think these are the 4 cards I want, and then we'll just take out these. As we do. Zeriak being on the right side of history. Honestly, let's cut the other Glimpse and bring the other Fire Magic. I don't think we're ever wishing for Fire Magic that often. I think having the main deck Fire Magics could be clutch. Flage Storm. Kind of. Tired Champ. Jim murdered me the other day. Phase Storm. That's like a cube deck. It's a keeper. Yeah. Kyat. I think I want to keep this Valakut Awakening in my hand for spell potential. Where am I at? Wait, is there... Oh, there's a draft today, isn't there? Oh, shoot. I forgot, Nathan. Yeah, I'll be there in a sec. All right, chat. Last match of the day for me. I forgot I have a team draft to do. No, I will. On God. I'll be there soon. Let me just finish up this last match. I totally forgot. I promise. I'll be there. I actually forgot. Cat. Think they have chant? Holding score side? Forgot! I'm sorry. Alright, hold on. Let me just combo kill him real quick. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Always late to literally everything ever. Ooh. They're gonna kill the first one, probably. But that's when we get them with the second one. Take your time. We're just gonna be sweet here twiddling our thumbs. Okay. You're gonna twiddle the storm instead, Nathan. 5. What did I cast this turn? Just this? So 6, 7 should be good enough. Okay, let's hold priority here and then turn off auto heals and then go boop. And then cast one of these. Nope, lost that flip too. GG. Hey, I won the flip. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Doesn't even matter. Should we cast the pending for 0 to flex on him? Honestly, they still could have Orange Chant, so I shouldn't get so cocky. Is this free? Okay, I guess they didn't have Orange Chant. Alright, GG stream. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Sorry, I forgot I had a team draft to do today. Sorry to cut it short. But hey, we still got like 3 hours of combo content for y'all. Let me pull up the Wii Shop Wednesday, send y'all on a raid. I'll be back tomorrow. Storm was pretty good, Neoform was pretty good, combo decks are pretty good, etc. Howdy chat. Goodbye. It's update day. I gotta pay out the believers. Where's USA? Ah. Chad, appreciate y'all hanging out today. I hope y'all have a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world. And I'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Sorry, 6 p.m. Eastern to play more mediocre combo decks. Till then, chat, have a good one. Happy Wednesday, and I gotta go team draft. Goodbye.